After Jayson Tatum ruptured his Achilles in the second round last year, everyone thought this year was going to be a reset year. Without Tatum, who has been hands down their best player and arguably a top 5 player in the league, there were no big expectations for the Celtics this season. But with a little over a month left in the regular season, the Celtics find themselves with the 4th best record in the league. While a lot of players have stepped up to make this happen, things haven't gone perfectly, and that's why I don't think it's a fluke. Derek White, their second best player, is shooting 39% from the field, and the Celtics are still so good. And with Tatum ramping up in recovery, we're going to see him return before the playoffs, and the Celtics might be the best team in the East, truly competing for a championship. Just to get a good understanding of how good the Celtics are this season, let's look at it from the lens of arguably the greatest coach of all time, Phil Jackson. He has a standard in place before he's able to call a team a contender, and it goes by the 40-20 rule. This rule states that the team must win 40 games before they lose 20, and the Celtics are one of 4 teams this year to get that done. They're in elite company with the Thunder, Pistons, and Spurs. And just to reiterate, that is without their best player. And to fill that role, Jaylen Brown has done an amazing job. He is averaging 29, 7, and 5, which is up all across the board from last year, while doing it on even better efficiency. And to me, that's the most impressive part. I knew he would put up better numbers with a bigger role, but his confidence and efficiency is what really stands out to me. He looks like a legit first option, and not someone that is stepping out and not used to the spotlight. I got to see more from him first, and he's getting there, but I can't say he's a superstar just yet. But he's knocking on the door and has solidified himself as an elite tier star. You couldn't have asked more from him this year besides a real hairline. But everything hasn't lined up perfectly for the Celtics to be where they stand right now. Their second best player, Derek White, has had a down year for sure. His numbers may be up a bit, but he can't seem to find any rhythm. He is shooting the ball below 40% from the field and 33% from 3. To put it in perspective, last year he averaged 9 3-point attempts a game and has shot nearly 40% for the last 3 years. Both off the catch and off the dribble, Derek White is a known 3-point shooter. His defense, passing, and hustle will always be there, but he just isn't playing as well as he has in the past. He's had a bigger role now with less open looks, and that could be the reason for this inefficiency. It could also just be a shooting slump, but it always helps that Jayson Tatum will be back to free up Derek White for more quality shots and let him do what he does best. Someone that has taken on a bigger role and has done amazingly is Payton Pritchard. He's been handling the ball a lot more and running the offense, especially when Jaylen Brown is out, and he's looking really good out there. But what's really been good to see is the improvements of the role players. Guys like Sam Hauser, Neemias Queta, Jordan Walsh, and Hugo Gonzalez, they've stepped up, and while they aren't doing anything crazy, they are solid role players, and that's all the team needs from them. Even though this team's expectations coming into the season wasn't a championship, with seeing how good they've played so far, they are definitely in a win-now mode. And the management sees this too. At the trade deadline, the Celtics got Nikola Vučević for pretty much Anthony Simons. Even though Vučević is 35 years old and is past his prime, he still has some productive years left, and the Celtics see their eyes on a championship in that time. When I saw this trade, I thought they fleeced the Bulls. They gave up Anthony Simons, who wasn't doing that much for them. He didn't fit that well and didn't look as good as he did in Portland, but most importantly, he didn't do anything the Celtics needed. They have enough ball handlers from Jayson Tatum to Jaylen Brown to Payton Pritchard and Derek White, and the position they needed the most help in was at center. And although he isn't the best on defense, having an experienced veteran that can still put up 16 points and 9 boards a game is huge. It adds more firepower to this roster, and so far, he's been playing well considering he's been thrown onto a brand new team. I think his play style fits in really well with the Celtics, and with more games left before the playoffs, his chemistry will only get better from here. Trading for Vuč was a pretty good move nonetheless, but I also think the team saw how smoothly Tatum was recovering, and it motivated them just a little bit more to make that trade and to seek win-now players this trade deadline instead of waiting for the offseason. It's almost like they knew they'd have him back for the playoffs. Over a week ago, Tatum got cleared for 5-on-5 scrimmages with the team and has felt amazing. According to Shams, he's been a full go in these scrimmages. Many fans right now are worried that he's rushing his recovery. And of course, when coming back from a potential career-ending injury, there's a lot of risk involved to make the injury even worse. Risking another injury for a chance at a title they aren't even the favorites for is a big risk. But at the end of the day, the fans saying this don't actually know how ready his body is. And of course, maybe he isn't quite ready yet and is risking it, or maybe he actually is ready. He's making a slightly quicker return than normal, but he's also shown that he is healing faster than normal. Just 5 months after the surgery, he was already seen dunking, which is unheard of. He has reportedly been feeling great during practice, and it shouldn't be a surprise that he's going to return to the court before the playoffs. And when he does, because it is looking like that, that will be huge. A top 5 player in my opinion, coming back to a contending team. And right now is such a great time for him to come back, as the East is wide open. Detroit and New York are great teams, don't get me wrong, but they aren't locks to just dominate the conference. As good as Detroit is, they don't have that much experience under their belt, and while I am really high on them and do believe they have what it takes, that is fully on belief and not results. They haven't proven deep playoff success yet and aren't unstoppable. On paper, New York has more experience, but they haven't proven anything either. Last season, the Pacers proved that anything is possible, especially in the Eastern Conference. Being the underdog over and over again, they just kept proving everyone wrong. The East is wide open and the Celtics are ready to take it. One thing they have over everyone is the championship experience. Just 2 seasons ago, with the same group of guys, they won the championship in a dominating fashion. With a healthy Tatum, they'd be my favorite to come out of the East. And even if they aren't the favorite to win it all, anything can happen in one series. And you could easily make the argument that they'd be the best team in the league.